CompTIA A Core 2 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 1.7 Given a scenario, configure Microsoft Windows networking features on a client desktop. Establish network connections. Establishing a network connection can take many forms. In this video segment, we will crack open the networking floodgate just a little and explore some of the various connection types we can set up within our Windows operating system. Additionally, I will keep my explanation super simple and illustrate these configuration options using the network and internet utility, accessible through Windows settings. Let's start with wired connections. A wired connection uses an Ethernet cable to connect your computer directly to a network, such as a router or switch. This type of connection is known for being fast, stable, and highly reliable, since it is not affected by wireless interference, signal loss, or environmental obstacles. Because of this, wired connections are commonly used in office environments, data centers, or any situation where a consistent and uninterrupted connection is important. Unlike Wi-Fi, which can fluctuate based on signal strength, a wired connection provides steady performance, making it ideal for tasks like file transfers, video conferencing, online gaming, or accessing shared network resources. Within Windows settings, the Ethernet section allows you to view your connection status, confirm whether you are connected to a network, and access important network details such as your IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS settings. You can also configure options like setting the network as public or private, and manage advanced settings if needed. Overall, wired connections are the go-to choice when reliability and performance are the top priority. Next up is wireless, also known as Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi allows your device to connect to a network without the need for physical cables by using radio signals to communicate with a wireless router or access point. This is the most common type of connection for laptops, tablets, and mobile devices because it provides the flexibility to move around while staying connected. Wi-Fi networks are typically secured using a password, also known as a passphrase, which helps prevent unauthorized access. Once connected, your device can communicate with other devices on the network and access the internet. Within Windows settings, the Wi-Fi section allows you to view available networks, connect to a network by entering the correct credentials, and manage your saved, or known, networks. You can also configure settings such as automatically connecting to trusted networks, forgetting networks you no longer use, and viewing network properties like signal strength and security type. While Wi-Fi offers convenience and mobility, its performance can vary based on several factors. Signal strength, distance from the router, physical obstacles like walls, and interference from other wireless devices can all impact speed and reliability. Moving on, we have wireless, wide area networks, also known as cellular connections. This type of connection uses a mobile carrier to provide internet access, much like how your smartphone connects when you're not on Wi-Fi. Some laptops come with built-in cellular capabilities, including a SIM card slot or embedded SIM, while other devices can connect through external options like USB cellular adapters. This makes wireless, wide-area networks especially useful when you're on the go, working remotely, or in areas where Wi-Fi is unavailable or unreliable. It provides flexibility and mobility, but it's important to keep in mind that cellular connections often come with data limits, speed restrictions, or additional costs depending on your service plan. Within Windows settings, cellular settings are located under the cellular subsection of Network and Internet. And from here, you can manage your connection status, view signal strength, monitor data usage, and configure options such as metered connections and data roaming. These settings give you control over how and when your device uses cellular data. One important detail to remember is that this section will only appear if your device has the required cellular hardware, such as a built-in cellular adapter or SIM support. If your device does not support cellular connectivity, this option simply will not be visible in Windows settings. Next, we have the VPN, or Virtual Private Network. A VPN creates a secure, encrypted connection between your computer and another network, typically over the internet. This is commonly used in business environments to allow users to securely access internal company resources while working remotely. When you connect to a VPN, your data is sent through an encrypted tunnel, which helps protect it from being intercepted. It also allows your device to appear as if it is on the same network as the remote system, even if you're physically located somewhere else. Within Windows settings, the VPN section allows you to add and manage VPN connections. To set one up, you'll typically need information such as the VPN provider, server address, connection type, and your login credentials. Once configured, you can connect and disconnect from the VPN directly within this section. VPNs are especially useful when using public networks, like those in airports or coffee shops, where security risks are higher. They are also commonly used to enforce secure access policies in corporate environments. Overall, a VPN provides both security and remote access, making it an essential tool in modern networking. Last up, we have proxy settings. A proxy server acts as an intermediary between your computer and the internet. Instead of your device connecting directly to a website or service, your request is first sent to the proxy server, which then forwards the request on your behalf and returns the response. This setup is commonly used in business and organizational environments for security, monitoring, and content filtering. For example, a company might use a proxy to block access to certain websites, log user activity, or enforce internet usage policies. Within Windows settings, the proxy section allows you to configure how your device connects through a proxy server. You'll typically see options for automatic setup, where settings are provided by the network, and manual setup, where you enter details like the proxy server address and port number. Proxy settings are often configured automatically in corporate environments, but in some scenarios, you may need to manually enter or adjust these settings to access internal resources or specific websites. Overall, proxy servers provide an additional layer of control and visibility over network traffic, making them an important component in many enterprise networks. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.